Katherine Johnson. How This Math Whiz Helped Explorers Reach New Worlds by Nicholas St. Fleur. The stars were always within reach for Katherine Johnson. Using her mathematics skills, she helped NASA send astronauts to the moon and return them safely home. She did this even though, at the time, many people thought a black woman shouldn't be a scientist. Johnson was born in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, on August 26, 1918. Math came easy to her, but she worked hard. She started high school when she was just 10 years old. Most kids are in 4th or 5th grade when they're 10, and college when she was 15. After she graduated at 18, Johnson taught black students math. She later enrolled in graduate school at West Virginia University to study math, but left early to raise a family and return to teaching. In 1952, when she was 34 years old, she learned about jobs for black women within mathematics and computing skills at Langley Laboratory, which would later become NASA. She and the other women worked as human computers, doing difficult math needed for spaceflight. During her time there, she broke racial barriers, like using the bathroom that was supposed to be for white women only. A racial barrier is when somebody tries to stop somebody from doing something, like swimming in a pool or getting a job, because of the color of their skin. One of her biggest accomplishments at NASA was helping figure out the trajectory or path of the country's first human spaceflight in 1961, making sure astronaut Alan B. Shepard Jr. had a safe trip. A year later, she helped figure out John Glenn's orbit of the planet, another American first. Orbit is when a spacecraft circles around the Earth in space. In 1969, she calculated the trajectories or path of Neil Armstrong's historic mission to the moon on Apollo 11. Yet, unlike the white male astronauts she helped launch into space, no one knew of the groundbreaking work Johnson and dozens of other black women did for NASA in space exploration. It wasn't until the 2016 release of the movie Hidden Figures that these women received widespread recognition. Johnson died on February 24th, 2020, at the age of 101. In her honor, NASA had dedicated the Katherine G. Johnson Computational Research Facility at the Langley Research Center to commemorate the hard work she did to help take them to the stars. Okay, now take out your worksheet and we are going to read the questions. What is the title? What is the title? Who is the author? Who is the author? Who was this story about? Who was the story about? What did she help do? What did she help do? Where did she work? Where did she work? When did a man first go to the moon? When did a man first go to the moon? And how did she break racial barriers? How did she break racial barriers?